Ice Cube definitely took a lot of shit from the gatekeepers, you know what I'm saying? When he put that contract out for Black America. Oh yeah. You know, my take, I say, yo, fuck him, Cube, I'm riding with you, man. I respect you for trying to, take a look at both parties, see what they own. In my opinion, that should have showed our communities, especially the black ones. You fighting for all us, man. With your power, influence, and money, we can have one of our own, with a seat at the table. My fellow citizens, don't let these politicians, political pundits, Tucker Carlson, anyone at CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, tell you who you should vote for.
Yo, what's cracking? You know what it is. It's your homeboy Ice Cube. And some of you may not have realized that I'm not part of the club. And a lot of you listening to me right here, right now, you're not part of the club either. And what I realized with the club is what makes them so mad is when you don't want to be a part of the club. That pisses them off. What club am I talking about? I'm talking about the club of gatekeepers that we all got to deal with. You know who they are, and they definitely know who they are. A lot of people would be like, what? Who? Come on, man, stop playing. So ever since I put out the contract with Black America, they've been with me. Here and there, this and that. But it's cool, I expect that. I've been working with, on the big three for a long time. And you know how they've been with me with that. I done made it, plain, simple, and clear what they've been doing. The NBA been with us. Now, a lot of people might say, like, well, but Cube, you want to work with the NBA. Really, I don't give a about working with the NBA. What I want them to do, when I say work with us, is to stop working against us. Stop doing that behind the scenes that we know you're doing. Mainstream media, they ain't with us. And that's cool. We can do it ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We still on the rise without these. So we don't need them. You don't need them. So what am I going to do to deal with these gatekeepers? Well, what I'm going to do is go on a Gatekeepers podcast tour. And I'm going to go talk to everybody, and get a chance to get my message out to the people. Be able to let people hear from me, and you might agree, you might not, but the important thing is, for me to go on these platforms, say what I feel about what I think. And, some people may get pissed off because I'm going to talk to everybody. I'm not playing. And it's gonna be a crazy summer. It's gonna be fun. Appreciate y'all. Always support the big three. Hopefully I'm doing stuff that you guys dig. I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for people that's bored as this summer with summer sports and want something cool like the big three. So here we are. Appreciate you. Much love, much respect from your homeboy Ice Cube. Remember that.
I appreciate that, Cube. Hey, yo, my fellow citizens, look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. Don't point the finger. Look in the mirror. Look at your wife. Look at your kids. Look at your friends. Yeah. The ones you can trust with your life. Don't rationalize any of this either. Me personally, though, I've never, ever voted Republican. Where I'm from, I grew up fucked up and poor. Like, a lot of black people, a lot of white people, a lot of, other minorities. With a very abusive father which left us homeless. He left us homeless. Always beating my mother, beating my brothers, beating me and shit. Hey, yo, thanks for checking out the video. I really appreciate that. But unfortunately, it was too long to load up here. So please go to YouTube at Provocative AF. Provocative AF. While you're there, subscribe. Alright? Love y'all. Peace. With that type of upbringing, it just don't make sense to vote Republican. It wasn't a Republican area. North side, west side of St. Louis, Missouri. Gang, drug infested, all that shit. When literally 20 years prior to me being born, schools were still segregated. Yeah. My neighborhood was gang and drug infested, My mom on government assistance, standing in the bread and cheese line every couple of days, WIC. At a time, too, where you could lose your assistance from the government if you got a man living with you, which was my father. Which would have been cool, though, for my situation, because my father was a dick. Period. Yep. My dad hated the government. Being a Vietnam vet, Marine, some crazy ass shit, some crazy days and nights. Abusive ass guy, man. Still in all, I never cared about politics till about 7-8 years ago. I understand there are races in both parties. Remember, the Democrats started off as the Dixiecrats, which basically took place of the Republicans we have now, but just not extreme. But history tells us everything we need to know about both parties. If you care about the future of America and all you have is hate for your fellow American citizens, you the fucking problem. Yes, you the fucking problem. Period. Hating people because of the color of their skin. The playing field has never been even, ever. If Obama would have caused a January 6th, he'd be in prison right now. Y'all already know it. That's all you need to know about this xenophobic, racist, misogynistic, love thy donor, fuck the middle class down to the homeless, and children being murdered in school becoming normalized as a country. Or normalized country. Is this the country you wanted before Trump got in office? President Biden? President Trump? Look at this world. Look at the people. We so divided. The Democrats have more than a messaging problem. They're also weak. The Democrats haven't did anything specifically for black people. The progressive wing of the party are fire. Yeah, progressives are fire. I love the progressive wing of the Democrat Party. They more in line with what I'm talking about in the life I live, But they silenced by the moderate and corporate Democrats. Straight up. I'm just keeping it real and honest. So Ice Cube, Cube, you're 100% right. All he was saying was the Democratic Party ain't done shit for black people, and we should explore our options. I get it. This isn't an ideal time without democracy being at risk. to be switching parties. This also isn't a good time to stay at home, folks. We got to keep fighting a good fight. Hey, yo, this for all Americans, though. All Americans. With a clear conscience and an open mind. This ain't all that hard to do. Either you support democracy or you don't. I'm with you, Cube, like I said. I'm with all y'all, too. All Americans. The Democrats need to be put on notice for sure. Don't just assume you got our votes. You aren't even trying to make good on any promises, Biden. They didn't even fight for voting rights, the George Floyd Act, the George Floyd bill, police reform. What we doing with Roe versus Wade? Like, I understand what happened with the Supreme Court and shit, but damn, y'all need to do something for the women of this country. Y'all got the White House and the Senate. Hey, yo, I'll close with this. I'm not going to keep saying or talking about let's come together as a country. We already know what that look like. We don't need to go backwards. And I can't stand when I watch TV or YouTube or whatever social media platform out there and you be listening to these people and they always one-sided. Either they dogging Biden or they dogging Trump or they dogging Republican or they dogging Democrat. Me, my personal opinion, where I stand, I say fuck them both. Let's get together as a fucking country and figure this out. Democracy takes work. One side fucked it up, we all gotta fix it. So stop this bullshit. Yeah, like I said, it's the wrong time to switch parties and everything, but don't get it twisted. Do your homework and research.